Hey community, here's what's brewing today.
Thank God Halloween ends.
Ask Yo AunTeas Sugar Baby Blues.
And Sade is coming. So get your cups ready for Minoritea Report.
One, two, three. I think we have a lag in the internet.
Girl,
But
the yesteryear clap.
hey community, it's Auntie Kerel.
It's Auntie Dawon.
And it's Auntie Jerrell.
Welcome to Minority Report. Yeah, you know, sometimes we do this little 1-2 clap and 1-2-3 clap, and this internet lag be funny sometimes.
Was it me?
Yeah.
Oh, was it me?
Oh,
Am I the
yeah.
drama?
Am I the
drama?
Yeah, girl, it was a full like 3 seconds.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Because like yeah. From my end, we all clapped together.
Yeah, so community, if the video fucked up in this episode, sorry.
Yeah.
Because it looks a little.
Yeah,
Dawon,
you gotta. Yeah,
oh,
Dawon,
you frozen.
I'm on the wrong.
Okay, that makes
There
sense.
we go. That makes sense.
Okay.
While he get his life together.
Right.
We'll
Places,
see
everyone. Places. Places. The show's about to begin.
Or I mean, if so, we can even start it over if we want to.
No, it's here.
It is what it is.
She'll come back. She'll come. How you doing today, boo?
I'm good.
There
There
go.
she go.
Yeah.
Hey, Elmo checked her battery.
Right.
No, I'm good. I'm good. It was a busy day at work today. Like we had like a week long like meetings all week last week. So you get like backed up, like you don't get to do your job actually when you're in meetings all like for a whole week. And then there's just like a lot of fires today. So but doing good. A little tired, but good. How are y'all doing?
I'm doing okay. I mean, had to work from home today.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, actually, it's had a few meetings where I actually like spoke up. Normally, I let people do all the talking, you know, which I know is shocking.
Shocker, right?
Auntie Henny letting somebody else talk. The gag is, no, I just normally, because sometimes there's just like budding personalities in meetings and stuff like that. And so I normally just like to interject and be like, all right, so it seems like we need to do. And today I was like, so here's what's not happening. We need to work on this. We need to do a process for this. And then I delegated all those things out.
There we go. She was Auntie Grace.
Yeah,
I'm loving this professional glow up that she's experiencing right now.
Period.
She's like, let me delegate.
That's the way to do it.
Look, let me tell you, I've been all smiles since I found out that you and I are gonna be in Austin together. I have been all smiles. I was telling Biz about it last night. I was like, guess who's gonna be in Austin?
And do y'all want to put it out there?
Yeah,
I mean, absolutely.
Yeah.
So tell them where y'all gonna be in November.
Well, we're going on a world tour.
Oh, right.
We're releasing dates.
She said, what you mean? She said,
Dates coming
without
soon.
me.
Right. Oh, shit.
We're going to pack them stadiums. Come on now.
We put it out there. One day we will.
Yes. No, we're both going to be at Afrotech this year, which is being hosted in Austin, Texas, and it's a conference specifically dedicated for Black people in the space of technology. So
that's dope.
Yeah, so we're both going to be down there. We were like, and we didn't know. Like, I was literally thinking to ask you because obviously, you know, with your company and my company both being in like the tech space, I was like, there might be a good chance that he's going to be down there for this event. And then I had just brought up that, hey, I'm going to be remote for that week. And you were like, I'm going to be, wait a minute, I'm traveling that time.
Let me say, carry the one, divide the two.
Right.
Okay.
And I'm sitting here like,
I know. black.
I want to play. Right, exactly. And I didn't even get a chance to ask the person today because, like, normally we had a call at 4 and they ended up canceling it. And so I was like, dang, I ain't even going to be able to talk to her today. So I definitely need to shoot her a note.
You got to shoot and get that Slack going or whatever.
I know. Yeah, we have
you
Teams or whatever.
I actually end up having to advocate for myself. So like my boss went to a women in tech conference down in Florida last month and was able like to get everything funded as personal development, for employee development. Mm-hmm. And I was like, can I? She was like, yeah, just write a doc. And, I don't see why not. Like, I literally just did the same thing. And I said,
say less.
Say less. Say less. So I was like, look, I had to put on the Moesha soundtrack like I was writing in my diary.
It's me. It's me.
Right. And I was like,
that's when it hit me late.
Yep, you got it.
Yes.
Yep. And then so I was like, yeah, like honestly, like given what we do at our company, like reaching out to Black and brown communities and trying to get people into tech is literally what we're doing. And I was like, there's no reason why we should not have some type of representation in it. And so I'm not even going through the group that AWS sends to the conference. I'm going as my own individual. So I don't even got to work. I just get to participate.
Yeah.
So I ain't got to do no booths. I don't got to I'm still going to hand out stuff and socialize and, and network and stuff like that. But I just get to kick it.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And I ain't got to take no PTO for this either, too.
Community. So, if you see them down there, holler at them, say, hey, auntie, I know you coming here.
Don't like, hey.
Well, we can't help it. We'd be a little loud.
Well, and if it's Black people in Black spaces, it's gonna be like, hey.
But then you go, professional setting.
Okay. Professional. I honestly wish that I could wear my my minority t-shirt or polo or something, but I'm going there for my company, so I have to represent.
Yeah. I'm gonna wear mine.
There we go.
Go for it.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. Get all them Black people listen to us. Hey.
And look, and I still have some leftover Minority Report keychains that my brother-in-law made.
There we
go. I'm gonna be handing out them keychains to
there we go.
Check out.
I still don't even have one.
Okay, I'm gonna send y'all some. I'm gonna put them in the mail.
Hey, perfect.
In the mail. Yeah.
But and that's something we need to do next. That's another thing we need to put out there. We need to do, and we've been saying it for like 3 years, and obviously COVID's kind of messed up some of it. I know, right? Yeah. That one of these Black Prides or whatever, get in a booth and just meeting the people. Meeting the community out there. So we need to put that out there. We'll put that out there for 2023, and we'll figure it out somehow, some way. But community, hopefully doing well. I wore my vote shirt purposely. Get out there and vote. This shit is wild out so here. Dire. It's wild out
here. And let me tell you one thing that I want to say too. I appreciate the media like blasting. Is it Walker? Is it Herschel Walker or Walker?
Herschel Walker.
Herschel Walker. Let me tell you, putting that man on blast. And then because I was watching the news this morning. He only did one like speaking event or like debate or whatever the case is, and then Raphael Warnock.
Raphael Warnock. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He was like, well, I don't gotta lie about being, working for the sheriff or anything like that. And you can hear the Black people be like, That's how you know Black people in the because they was like, extra loud.
Good old Atlanta. Good old Atlanta.
They'll let you have it.
Honey. Okay. Yeah, so it is so critically important to get out there and vote. We're getting to the deadlines. If you have not registered, please register. Double check your registration and get out there. We know it could be a hassle. Yes, we want to be able to vote by phone and all that stuff, but it ain't here yet. So get your ass to the polls
and find the patience to be in the line for them polls too.
Yup.
Because I don't want to hear, oh, heck, the wait an hour. Well, you gonna wait
And here you
64
go.
minutes. Okay?
Perfect time to catch up on the episodes of Minority Report that you missed.
Boom.
There
We
you go.
got you.
Hey.
We got you.
So,
Plenty of content to
you
get
be
you through.
kikiing in line, cracking up in line. There you go.
Look, after that, put it on speaker. Shoot, let everybody else know.
Let everybody know.
Look,
what it is. So, but last week, Dawon, you weren't here last week. We were talking about Halloween. Are you dressing up for Halloween? Are you doing anything for Halloween?
Ordinarily, we like throw like a Halloween party, but this year we're going to upstate New York, doing a little cabin kind of like escape weekend. So
you're gonna be running in the cabin like,
no. Girl, let me tell you, look, no. I said she gonna be in a cabin on Halloween,
like Brandy. That's a throwback movie. Like, okay, nah.
Yeah, there's about 10 of us gables that are going up there, and so it should be fun. We have like this like a big house, and then there's like a cabin. They're all in the same property, and so we're just gonna go up there and bring some liquor and maybe some wigs and all that kind of stuff. I would love to actually do something for Halloween. It's just on a Monday, so it's like
I know the next few years is like that weird time, like when it's like on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you're like, fuck out of here.
Yeah, like I don't really gotta do anything about this. What about you?
Yeah, like, so last week we were just kind of talking about, I don't think we're going to do anything. But actually, I think we said, hey, friends that are supposed to be in town, let us know. And they said they were going to book their flight. We ain't seen the itinerary yet. Calling y'all out on the show. They don't know who, but you know who. But if they're not in town, I don't know what we're going to do. I'm sure there's something going on, and I'm sure the neighborhood where all the boys are wearing booty shorts and harnesses, and I'm here for it.
Literally, that freaking twin, that TikTok was going around of gay Halloween costumes.
Here for
everybody got the military white booty shorts. I said,
except me, I don't got those.
I don't have them.
I know.
I got the Ivy Park. That's what I wear. But
I mean, we know which ones typically have it. I was just surprised by that video that he had.
Yeah, honey, right?
Yeah.
The melanated had the army shorts too. Okay.
Yeah.
He was probably on that Atlantis cruise that we talked about.
Hey, not mad at him.
That's why I remember seeing them shorts.
Right. It's like everybody had a pair. It must be from Amazon. That's what it must be from. But so I'm sure we'll probably go out. Corey obviously loves decorating and handing out candy and all that shit. Like literally right now, right before we start recording, he went out and bought like more Halloween stuff. I'm like, what? Like, we don't need to spend no more money on no Halloween decorations, girl. Like, you got enough out here as it is. But it brings him joy, so I usually try to be like, okay, whatever. I try to keep my mouth shut, but but yeah, other than that, that's about it. We went to 100 houses last weekend, and usually I don't care for 100 houses, but it was hilarious. Corey likes being scared, and we went with some friends, and our one friend, he was like running and everything, like, and like those, like the people that are in these haunted houses, they can sense who's really genuinely scared, so they be picking on you, So that shit was so funny. I had never seen just a grown ass dude just be running and running away from these like goons and goblins and clowns. So that was fun. So that was cute. Something different to kind of do and get out the house. But
I'm gonna let y'all know. Don't ever be like, Jerrell, let's go to a haunted house. Let me tell you, I love y'all, but I'm gonna leave y'all niggas. I'm gonna leave y'all. You see every movie, you just gotta don't be the last person to get got. So she's a runner, she's a track star.
Honey, okay? I was singing that too. I was singing that too. I was like, she's a runner, she's a track star. He's like, shut up.
Yeah, and my natural reaction is to fight too. It's the fight, then flee. So you get that 1-2 combo in, and you like up, and I'm out. Like you just give yourself a little window to run so they can't snatch you. So,
oh no.
I mean, I was a kid. I remember one time. I know I've shared a couple stories. I don't know if I shared this one, but I remember I was like 11 years old, and we were outside of Gary in Marysville, and we went to a haunted like little house or hayride or whatever the case is. And part of them, they have you walking through like this corn maze or whatever the case is. This man jumped out the fucking corn and scared the hell out of me. I end up running and I end up snatching who I thought was my grandma, but here I am running down with this white woman by her arm. I didn't grab this random white woman, and I was like, "We gotta go." Literally, my parents, my family to this day be like, "He took everybody. He took the white woman. He didn't grab any of us. He grabbed the random white woman.
I took the white woman." Oh my God! How old were you?
I think it was probably like 12.
That is too funny. Yeah, usually I don't get too scared of these things. Like, it is what it is. Like, every once in a while you get one where like they'll jump around the corner and get you. You're like, oh damn, okay, good job, good play. But other than that, I'm like, y'all just screaming and like all the loud stuff was like banging in my ear. I was like, this is giving me a headache.
That's
she was more irritated.
Getting a little long in the tooth, girl. Look, ooh, these loud noises. These flashing lights. There ain't no place to sit. I need a drink of water.
Right? I need to go home. Take me home. No lie. I was like, But again, it was fun just because how bad he was running and how scared he was. And they did a good job, like the contraptions and everything that they did, because it was like split up into 4 different parts. It was like haunted hayride, then it was almost like this kind of cornfield maze thing. Then they had like this clown section, and you had to wear these 3D glasses. And the way they painted the rooms, like everything was like popping out at you. So I was like, okay, that's dope. They actually planned this shit out. That's fire. And then the last one was kind of like almost like a dark room, but then it was like almost scenes of like The Exorcist and things like that. So it was cool. It was planned out nicely, but by the end, I was like, ooh, it's getting too loud. My ears hurt.
Let me tell you, them bitches gonna be turning on the lights because they gonna be like, good thing I gotta go. Pause.
Right.
Pause. We need to remove this man for security purposes. Like, yeah, no, I would have ruined it for everybody. That's
funny. That's funny.
Enough for me.
But did y'all go see Halloween, the movie?
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. So I saw the Halloween movie this past weekend.
Ain't it like number like 23? Like, how is this nigga still alive?
It should have been. It should have stopped at 22.
Honey.
Yeah, I wasn't even gonna bring it up.
It was so bad. Community, y'all remember me dogging The Matrix, okay? And I came for The Matrix. This movie was so bad. So bad. Somebody could have made this in the basement and shot it on their iPhone 14 for all I care. There was nothing redeeming about this movie at all whatsoever.
It wasn't really even about Jason.
That was the other thing.
It literally the
Michael Myers.
Whatever.
Whoever. Michael and Jason and them.
Right.
A murdering white person.
He didn't even like have camera time until the last basically 15 minutes of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn!
So the whole movie was about somebody else. Was about somebody else's situation, and then the last like 15 minutes, like okay, here's the killer, but it's really not even. It was just
6 people died in the whole 2-hour movie. Only 6 people died.
But those deaths were gruesome AF. They were gruesome. The first, at the very beginning, the kid.
Yeah, the kid. Yeah, the kid was. But I mean, and then the girl under the fence. I mean, I didn't think that one was bad. I don't think that was
okay.
Yeah.
You don't think stomping a hoe?
She does watch that Jeffrey Dahmer. She's like, that's gruesome, hoe.
Yeah, you're right though. There's some truth to that though.
Gruesome.
I mean, that was the Jeffrey Dahmer was way gruesome though than this was.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
Honestly, it really was. I think like the movie before. I mean, within like the first 5 minutes, like fucking 12 firefighters and die within the first 5 minutes of the movie. I'm telling the nigga was killing people left and right. I mean, you blinked and like, damn, they were just alive. I mean, he was taking hoes.
I've not seen any of this whole series all the way through. I think I saw like the Brandy one, kinda, just because like you in high school at that point is Brandy. Other than that, I ain't seen no other Halloween movie.
Wasn't she?
Wasn't it like Halloween H2O or something like that?
No, I don't think she. I know she was in.
Was that the one that Jamal?
She was in the "I Still Know What You Did Last Summer."
Oh, maybe that's it.
That was the one with the hook, and because
because
it was finally a black person. A black person finally made it through the end of the movie, and I was like, yes. Brandy didn't die. I was so happy for her. I was so happy for her.
Oh, yep, you're right. It's I Still Know. Who was in Halloween H2O that was black? I feel like somebody was.
Yeah.
LL Cool J or somebody.
Probably.
Yeah.
Or Vivica Fox.
And I know Kelly Rowland was she in the Freddy? She was in the Freddy Krueger, the Freddy versus Jason one. I think Kelly Rowland was
it was LL Cool J. Okay, that's who it was.
Okay.
Yeah. Somebody. And even then, I didn't even see that whole one. So other than that, I don't miss all 29 of these movies.
And you ain't missing anything, girl.
I was so disappointed. Yeah.
Corey and our friend went to go see that Smile movie. He said that was kind of scary.
Really?
I was like, okay. But I was like, no, I'm good.
I saw the new Hellraiser movie too. They remade the Hellraiser movie.
How was that?
How was it?
Boo Boo. That was Boo Boo too.
What's that movie that people were like going and they like throwing up in the theater because it's so gruesome? I saw some headline where people were like going in and they said like hold on, let me look this shit up.
It ain't Meg. It ain't Meg.
It ain't Meg.
Fucking CGI
like it said,
dancing bitch in the
Terrifier 2.
Terrifier 2.
They said Terrifier 2 fans are throwing up, fainting over gory horror movie. And that's USA Today. And then this pop culture says clown horror movie causes viewers to pass out and throw up.
Oh, thank you for telling me. I will never go see that.
You ain't got to worry about me.
Show down. Show the fuck down.
Like, who wants to go to the movie to throw up and pass out? I want my money back. I spent all this money to pass out. No, I'm cool. I'll pass out by myself. Let me go to sleep. Let me go to sleep because I'm just sleepy.
And then I'm throwing up the food that I snuck into the movie theater, so I'm extra mad too.
Yeah, no, not doing it. Not doing it.
Who are these people with pre-existing conditions going to these movies? Like, come on.
You almost like this wine, bitch.
I'm sorry, but like, there ain't no movie that has been made that has been so gross that it makes me want to throw up. Sorry.
I've been in some that been so bad that I want to throw up.
That's another story, but like, you know what I mean? Like, what is going on with your constitution that you?
It's like your irritable bowel syndrome. What's your IBS?
IBS. Right, like, no. Anytime I see like an article or something where they're giving a description like that, I'm like, they ain't black. I can tell you that. They ain't black.
Yeah.
They ain't black because you know we ain't gonna be in there.
Right.
But
I ain't never known any black person to go to a movie, especially a scary movie, and be like so scared that they passed out or like, you know, like threw up or whatever.
It's maybe Django or some slave movie.
But not pass
but that
out.
My DNA is triggered.
Be mad.
Right.
That's just be mad. Be wanting vengeance.
Right.
Facts.
Go around. What was that? It's like that commercial with the man slapping everybody at the barbecue. Just every time you see a white person, just slap him down.
I don't know that one.
I mean, you ain't seen that one?
I don't think so.
That commercial hilarious.
That's new? Like recent?
No, it's an older commercial. But I mean, even the police officers came and he was slapping the police officers. Just
it's like a parody.
Okay,
yeah.
No, I don't think I saw that one.
Girl.
Well, damn.
Right. Must be nice. That's some privilege.
So yeah, no, I don't be watching these scary movies because most of them don't make sense to me. Like, and so once the second like it don't make sense, then I'm like out the facade of the movie. I'm like, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
And then it makes Corey mad. He's like, just shut up and enjoy the movie. No, I can't. There's nothing about that I can enjoy now. I'm out of it.
Yeah. Fizz and I watched. Was it the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Because they just redid that in the last year, and that
was that the one that was Is that the one that was redone by Rob Zombie?
I
I think it's been done a couple times.
It's been a couple
But
times.
I
There was
think
one
Rob
that
Zombie
we
did do one,
he
yes.
literally.
He did
oh
one.
no, he.
Yeah, but I don't think it was this one. I don't think it was this one. But yeah, we watched it and it was a little jumpy. That was better than these two movies. I can tell you that for sure.
Oh, okay.
But it was funny because like at the end, like something happens and that just when you think it was a happy ending, bitch, got us good, bitch.
Oh damn! Gotcha, bitch.
That's got me. I was like, damn. But yeah,
he made me one Halloween watch the first one, the one from like the 70s, and I was sitting there like, I was like, this is so not enjoyable.
Yeah,
Really?
I did not enjoy it. I really
I can't
did.
watch the. It's funny. I've watched all of like the ones from my childhood that used to scare me and shit like that, and now that I watch them, I'm like,
It's like, bitch, why are you scared?
yeah, for real though, for real.
Like you're
now
just
I'm
scary.
just like, but it was
For no
literally just
reason.
But it was because I was a child. It was because I was a child
Exactly.
watching those, and my mind could not comprehend.
Yeah.
But I watched a lot of those movies, and I'm kind of with you, Kerel. Like, I'm not scared because it don't make sense.
Exactly.
I'm just like, I'm like, damn, the math ain't mathing in this for it to be scary.
The chain ain't chaining.
No. So
It's like,
so sometimes I prefer more of like the more demonic ones, you know, where there's like possessions or like ghosts. Like sometimes like the paranormal activity ones where it's just like, but you don't see nothing, but like they just the silence gets you and then you see like all of a sudden something move, you're like, oh shit, like I mean, you can't talk yourself out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I prefer those type of movies. Those ones would get me.
I get that. Well, community, let us know what your favorite scary movies and what you're doing for Halloween. Send us some of your
favorite scary movie.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Oh, and I remember we talked about that. That last Scream was good.
It was good.
I
didn't see it actually.
Maybe it was really good.
That one.
It was
really good.
Really good. And I just rewatched it because I think it's on Hulu now.
Okay.
I think it's on Hulu. If it's not Hulu, then I think it's like HBO Max. That movie is so good. It is so good. And it's not necessarily like a scary, jumpy movie, but it's just like how they play into the series as a whole. And, you know, like it was very meta. It was like, it was like the context in the movies are people that understand like how scary movies play themselves out and they play into that. So it made you feel like the actors and the show was in on the joke, which actually made it really, really enjoyable. As throughout the whole thing, you're still trying to figure out, well, who is it?
Who
like,
done
who did it? Yeah. So it makes it really interesting because they give you a lot of clues about a lot of clues and false clues as to who it might be. So like you're jumping around throughout the whole thing trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll watch it then because I did, I guess, enjoy the scary movie series.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, community, if you were rocking cool booty shorts, send them our way. We'll post them on the stories or whatever costumes you're wearing for the holidays. And then let us know what your favorite scary movies are. Are you guys doing like this? Like, I know that a lot of times they do like dry January, but they also do kind of like a sober October. And it seems like, and I saw this article where, and I've kind of seen it in stores a lot now, where they're kind of doing these, what they're called sober drinks, where it's kind of almost like we had like the hard seltzer trend, and obviously they're trying to find the next big trend to get to sell more stuff. But it's kind of almost these fancier mocktails, I guess, for lack of better words. But it seems like a lot of the younger generation too, they're like, we don't feel like drinking, but like we want the.
So in other words, soda.
Yeah,
soda.
You're gonna get a Coke.
Yeah, look. Next. No, look, I said earlier, Tahitian Treat got a rebrand.
Actually, honestly, that would be kind of dope. Because I haven't had Tahitian Treat in like a gazillion years. Yeah. And that would be kind of dope. That would be like bringing back Zima, but it's Tahitian Treat with like, maybe some updated flavors. That would be kind of dope.
Yeah, and it says like people are looking for options that aren't going to have the damaging effects of alcohol, but still allow them to sit back, relax, and have a beverage that is considered sophisticated or more adult-like than a soda or sparkling water. So, and I know this is like a part of our community too. A lot of them are sober and things like that, and so to have additional options of a nice little better drink than just Pepsi and Mountain Dew, and maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but it just seems to be a trend, and I'm sure at work, we'll probably get some notifications saying this is the new trend, the new categories to look after. Da, 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 da. So,
I'll be interested to see like how that does. To me, on the surface, it sounds a little whack because what are you doing? Like seriously, like if you're a person who doesn't drink. You don't drink for whatever reason, you had some issues or it just never spoke to you or whatever. Like, why would you go from not drinking to trying to drink cocktails, like mocktails? Now, I guess I get it if like you're doing like a no drink month or 6 months with no drinks and you're like, yeah, I still want to get my margarita on, but I can't do it because I'm on medication. I can kind of get that, but is that enough for a market share on?
I think it's more targeted to people like myself who do like, because I know I do like the dry Pride, so like I don't drink for the month of Pride. So I think it's more targeted to people who like to drink but want to drink.
Or taking a break.
Right. Yeah, and they want to drink less. Because one of my hard things is like sometimes I want to go out, but I know like I still need like a glass in my hand.
Right.
You know? And sometimes when I go out, like water just isn't enough for me to feel like I still want to be here. Yeah. And I don't necessarily like pop anymore, so like I don't want to like sip on a Coke, or a soda.
A Jerrell.
Yeah. Actually, that's my go-to.
Jerrell's fire. I like Jerrell.
But if they give me that bar shit, like, oh, we don't got ginger ale, so we gonna make ginger ale. Nope.
No, don't want that. You can hold that.
I don't want that. I want the actual ginger ale. Okay, don't make your shit behind the bar. Don't make that nasty.
And let's say it does say some of them too, though. Like there is like, so it almost looks like there's separate subcategories because there are some that have carbonated, like almost social tonic infused with CBD and THC. Is also gaining popularity. So almost like that CBD.
Now that I can get behind.
Looks like there's that as well. Let's see here.
We got these drinks in the closet right now. There are these soda waters with THC in them. Bitch, when I talk about, I'd be like one of these damn throw pillows on the couch. I just be
best feeling ever. Best feeling ever.
Yeah, and let me tell you, and Fizz like them too because I'm a snoring girl. She be. I'd be out and he'll be so mad because my superpower is to fall asleep whenever I want to, wherever I want to. So
you are lucky.
I will go to sleep before him and he will not be able to go to sleep, so he'll be mad sometimes, but he'll have one of them things.
It'll be out. Y'all be
we be like jamming, bitch. Okay. We be in sync, bitch.
I know that's right. Yeah, so I mean, we're gonna see this a lot more because it looks like even like the once it kind of gets into that celebrity, it looks like Katy Perry has some new brand out here. Like I'm just looking at this article, Bella Hadid. Let's see here, who else? And it's saying risk and tips for giving sober alternatives a try. So obviously, if you're sober just because, maybe you were an alcoholic or something like that, you obviously don't want to like get a mocktail with other potential, CBDs, substances that you might get addicted to. But it looks like there might be different ones for anxiety, depression, stress relief. It's saying different kind of mocktails. So it's going to be interesting to see how this grows. I'm sure we'll start seeing more out there next thing be like, oh, girl, I know we said we didn't like it at the beginning, but this shit delicious.
Right.
This Kool-Aid delicious. But yeah, so I just saw that starting to pop up places.
I would give it a try. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, all right, well, somehow we're already 30 minutes in. Let's take a quick little tea break. We interrupt this episode for very important information.
That's right. You've been asking for it for a long time, and we have heard you.
Yep, it's been a long time coming, but it's finally here.
Yo
Yo
AunTeas
AunTeas
got
merch. Hey, that's right. You know what? We got tees, we got long tees, we got sweatshirts, we got fanny packs, there's just a whole gamut of stuff out there. So go and check that out.
We are so appreciative of your love and support, and we are so excited to launch it. Girl, where can we find it at?
Ma'am, they can head right over to minorityareport.com to check out the selection.
That's right. That's MINORITEA report.com.
Woo! I'm about to go get me some myself. All righty, ladies. What time is it?
Ask your I don't know what that dance was. What was he doing?
You know, it's just like I try to do something different each week, but after a while, you feel like I done did everything and shit. It's like, oh no, right. That's the one dance I can't. I am not the best Millie rocker.
Oh, you're not?
Oh, really?
No, and I get jealous when people be hitting that shit so hard. I'm like, damn, the Millie rock is the one. Like my body, for some reason, it just don't go. It don't be hitting it, and so I don't do it because I'm gonna be like, y'all ain't about to call me a white boy.
I found out when it came to that dance, I have to start with my right arm because if I don't start with my right, I'm like off. So I have to get into
like
my right.
Yeah, my Millie rock ain't there, and I'm glad it ain't as popular no more because when it was in that height, I was like, damn, I can't hit the Millie rocks for nothing. All right, who got it this week?
I'll go. I don't know that we confirm that we can say this person's name, so we're gonna leave them as anonymous. But by context clues, if this is you, you can just hit us up and let us know. Hey aunties, I'm 26. I live in New York City. I'm your typical Twinkie millennial. Instagram, avocado toast, and Netflix binge watching. However, I have a secret. My friends think I work in fashion publicity, but the truth is I'm being taken care of by a daddy.
Yes, bitch.
I'm jealous.
He refuses to let me work, which I'm totally fine with. All I have to promise him is access to my body every morning at 9 a.m. and every evening at 8 p.m. I quite like the arrangement, actually. However, being limited to sex twice a day is a real bummer. Sometimes I like to play in the afternoon or get a little 2 a.m. action from some stranger at a bar. I guess I have two questions. Number one, should I ask daddy for more wiggle room to have fun with others? And number two, at what point should I tell people close to me that I'm a full-time hoe and not trapped in an office?
I'm trapped in the office. Oh damn, we canceled him. Why am I singing that song for? Shit. Hold on, let me go back. Hold on. Like, so you want it more than twice a day? Hold on. All I have to promise.
He's on a schedule. Once in the morning,
it sounds like he doesn't like the schedule of it more than just even like the twice a day. Okay. If you want to fuck up your living arrangement, go ahead, Playboy, and try to get sex with a stranger from the bar. That's a pretty damn good arrangement.
I was about to say just take one for the team, but you already took one for the team.
You taking two for the team. Okay, hold on. Use 26. Make it to 30 at least. I'm playing, but I'm not.
Look, milk this man into your 30s, and then
okay. It's obviously not going to be. Maybe a sustainable life. Maybe it will be. Maybe you write you in that will and shit. You will hold the rest of your days. I don't know, but I mean, if you're not getting fulfilled, but it sounds like you enjoy it, so it just seems like you kind of missed a spontaneity. So maybe just say, okay, I just need a little spontaneity. Like this regimen of 9 a.m., 8 p.m., let's switch this shit up. Like, let's, and surprise me one day, just like, I don't know.
Afternoon delight.
Yeah. Hey, show up at the crib, like, oh, get ready. So I think that's what it is. Just communicate that you just need a little more variety and spontaneity. It's like, it's not that the sex isn't good. It's not that we're not getting enough, et cetera, et cetera. Still enjoying the arrangement that we have. I just need a little more wiggle room for the spontaneity piece. And you know what? Let's go out and role play or something like, hey, pick me up at the bar, you know, and shit like that. Or if he's open to having it more open and other folks coming in and playing, so be it. Ask for what you want, and the worst I can say is no, and then you figure out what you need to do. You know, start up there and work your way down if you have to. But this is the life shit. What did I do at 26?
Let me tell you.
I fucked that all the way up.
Let me tell you. Okay, so I don't know if I ever shared this. I mean, we've been at this for almost 4 years, so maybe I did.
Ooh, come up a little closer to the mic. You a little soft.
So I was asked to be, you know, a houseboy, you know, in my 20s, by these two daddies.
Ooh.
And I think I was 23, 24 when they asked me. They were like, yeah, you can live in. We have this whole, like, they had bought 2 apartments and they had joined them. They're like, so you can have this one. And all you have to do is just really just, you know, take care of the place, you know, be in a jock strap and, you know, just be ready 24/7. And that was it.
Damn.
And I thought about it, but kind of to this person thing, I didn't know how I would be able to explain not having a job, you know, to other people. And so I was just like, couldn't do it. But let me tell you something now. If I could go back and tell my younger self, let's take a chance, go for it, live your best life. One of the things that especially as I'm getting older, I realized that, like, I personally put these parameters on my life in my 20s that really kind of kept me sheltered and kept me from doing and experimenting and experiencing things in life, you know. And some people call it your whole phase. You can call it whatever the hell you want to. But there are some things you learn in life by putting yourself in situations that you normally would not. And that's something in life I wish I would have done. And so to this person, I'll say, you know, keep, like, you're already doing something that a lot of people wouldn't feel comfortable doing to begin with. So I don't see why you should be uncomfortable asking your sugar daddy to change, you know, some of the parameters of, you know, of being it, you know, his houseboy or his sugar baby or whatever the case is, you know, because you already are. So the worst case scenario, he says no, and you figure out other ways to make that work, you know. But let me tell you, by the time you get in your 30s, though, some of them people that are looking, you know, that like them younger, you will not fall in that category. You get aged. I'm almost aged out the system, but you get aged out the age range, you know. And then, you know, some daddies ain't checking for you, even though you be like, damn, you fine, but I like them younger. And I'm like, but I'm still younger than you. You ain't young enough, you know.
That's
so
true. Girl, you know what he should do while you're in these good graces? Be like, you know what, drop a little coin in my 401k, my 401 gay or whatever, because once you get aged out, starting careers at 30 plus after like a decade, like.
Oh, that's a good
be
thing
tough.
too.
So I'll be like, you know what, Daddy?
Gap on your resume. Damn. You so right.
It's just like start having him dropping some instead of worrying about the other person to bring in, the other person that need to come in is George Washington on them coins.
That part.
What you got, Dawon?
I feel like for as much information that was dropped in this AYA, I feel like we're also missing a lot of other details. Like it sounds to me like this is more of an arrangement than it is a relationship, is the way that this sounds to me. I don't know if they live together or they live separately, you know, and those things kind of make a difference. And then if you live separately, but you have this kind of like daddy that's taking care of you, then, you know, is there an understanding that you would be exclusive? Like, these are the questions that I'm kind of like wondering, because it sounds to me like even in the context of this situation, you know, they're saying, being limited to sex twice a day is a real bummer. Okay. So you got to figure out what you want, boo.
That's a like, you know, that's a real statement.
Like what do you want? Do you want, like, there are, listen, you're in New York City. There are plenty of daddies that are out there that'll give you everything you want and then some. So it ain't like you living in, in Knoxville, Tennessee, where this, where
we
the
love you,
situation
Knoxville.
is. Yes, we do. But I'm just saying, like the likelihood of you having the situation,
Right.
a similar situation, or being able to find a better situation in a smaller town versus being in New York City is completely different. I would say if dude is too like regimented with his sexual arrangements or whatever, and it's not working, if you find another daddy, like to me, at that point, find somebody that's going to give you everything that you want out of this. And to your second question about, like at what point should you tell people close to you that, you're a full-time hoe? I mean, first of all, you don't owe anybody around you any explanation about what you do and what you make.
That part.
So
there you go.
And if you want to hide, your lifestyle, create a LLC, create your own company, and have all your shit, the money and things that he gets, you go to your LLC. And then when people ask you, what do you do? What do you do for a living, or how do you make money? I have my own business. I have my own. I'm an entrepreneur.
Use a hoe. Use a hoe. That's what I always have. I'm a hoe. And honestly, nowadays, like, I mean, the OnlyFans and everything, like, everybody a hoe. So it is what it is.
That's the thing that has me a little like, why are you like ashamed of your situation?
But
like
26, that's a 26-year-old question. That's why.
26 ain't 22, and 22 ain't 18.
That's true.
26 is you've been around the block. You've been around the block. You've been on the block. You the block. So at 26, right? So at 26, you ain't no spring chicken. You ain't no. Oh, I don't know what I really want to do with my life. Like, no, bitch. You knocking down the door at 30.
From.
You know
what
you're right.
is. Because like around that age, you start questioning a little more. You're just like, okay, where, like, what am I doing?
I didn't see Euphoria. Oh, wait a minute. Excuse me. I've been seeing Euphoria.
Right. Oh, damn.
Shut the fuck up.
That's an end of the year clip. Euphoria. He said, if I said it, you can rewind the tape.
Run it back. And we did. But like, kids these days within the last, let's say 5 to 10 years have been exposed to so much and have so much access to things that we did not have access to. And so, like being more worldly about how things work and being more free about your sexuality and all those things, those are afforded to a lot of people. I'm not saying everybody, but at the same time, don't be using 26 as like a crutch. Like you damn near 30, bitch. You need to figure out what it is that you want, and if you want it, go after it and be proud of it. Don't be doing. Look, if you're gonna be a hoe in these sheets, and then you need to be a hoe in the streets too. Let the streets.
But that's
know.
what he want. He want to be a hoe in the streets and the sheets.
Yeah. but she trying to be secretive. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, like I don't know. I'm with you though. At what you were saying at the beginning though, which is ain't nobody else's business. I don't think that's being secretive. Everybody ain't meant to have your business or know your business. Yeah. And so I still lean towards that part. And also at 26 though, like you are a year within being able to rent a car. You still ain't grown at 26. The amount of people who are still doing dumb shit, even in their fucking 30s, I'm sorry, but in your 20s, you ain't grown yet. You can't tell no grown folk nothing at no age of 26. That's for damn sure either. So I'm not on Auntie Cheryl on that part. You need to be cautious.
Look, all I'm saying is you old enough to know. You old enough to know what you want. That's what I'm saying. If you have a question about when is it the right time, you figure that shit out. If you don't want people to know, then you keep it to yourself. Yeah. And somebody asks you what you do, you keep your mouth shut. Like, what you do? Why are you worried about what I'm doing? Yeah. But if you feeling like you want to be telling somebody, then own that shit is all I'm saying. Yeah, you 26, you old enough. You're old enough.
Yeah. So Jerrell, where are these daddies at today? They want a 38-year-old.
They're still in Minneapolis.
Have I aged out? Have I aged out that
Yeah.
bracket yet?
Uh-oh.
Oh, word.
Both of them.
Damn. Billy. See if I can Billy rock out Billy rock. Damn. What the fuck? Oh, that's a regret.
They could have. They both could have worked at Swinging Riches in their prime. Okay.
Oh, dang. Hey, daddy.
She said in their prime. Mm-mm-mm.
Okay, send us a link when you're done after this episode. Community, continue to send your Ask Your Aunties at aya@minorityareport.com or DM us. And it's I DM the daddies. And I'm bringing my daddy with me, too. I'm
bringing my daddy on the episode, too.
Right. It's a twofer. Like, you got to bring him, too. Like, yeah, it's like, damn.
Dawon said,
I'll bring my son.
I'm so done. I know it's so cool. I'm like, Corey, do you think we can still get us a daddy? Even though people probably look at you as a daddy. I was like, I know I chose the wrong daddy. I was like, I'll still bring you, boo. I'll still bring you. Shit. I was like, this working shit's for the birds.
Yeah, I'm 34, and I get called a daddy at 34.
I've only been called a daddy once so far, and I was like,
yeah.
Even though I want to get to daddy status, it still kind of hits you like, damn, when that happened?
But it's the kids in their 20s though.
Yeah,
that's it. Because I remember I was 19. I was 19 dating a 34-year-old.
Yeah.
And to me, like, I was a daddy.
Yeah.
Like, he was 15 years older than me.
Yeah.
I mean,
technically
old enough to be a daddy.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I never like, even with Corey, that wasn't like me seeking out that. You know? Yeah. Like it was you looked cute that night and it was what it was. Didn't know it was gonna end up being married. You know?
Come on, big chicks, bringing beautiful folks together.
Yes.
Not anymore. They serving
big chicks.
Yeah, they're just serving hash browns and bacon
vodka
burgers.
lemonades on Sunday. Oh damn, yeah, that was tough. That one still hurts me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big chicks dance. Folks won't know that big chicks dance floor was it.
That was it. It was it. Yes.
Yeah. But all right, what else? Well, we said we gonna stop talking about this homeboy, and he keep putting himself in the news. And so since Jerrell wasn't on that episode, we just said we're gonna stop. We just gonna unleash Jerrell.
Unleash Jerrell. Jerrell is on vacation. Jerrell ain't got shit.
Is Auntie Henny there? Is Auntie Henny there?
Ain't got shit to say. Let me tell you, that meme that's going around of the Animorphs, and it's Kanye morphing into Uncle Ruckus from fucking Boondocks.
It's so true.
That shit took me out. I was like, I cannot. Even people like being like, it's bad when old boy then said that he needs some help. Like,
it's and somewhere deep in my soul, I'm hoping he's even buying like Parlor to say, "Got you all, bitch. Now I got your social media, and you can't post shit." Like that's what I'm hoping in the deepest part of my soul, but I know it's not true.
Yeah. Let me tell y'all, on the episode, we were talking about his shoe deal, or like he was saying like, oh, they were like mimicking his shoes.
Yeah.
Remember I told you, I was like, something don't seem right. I literally said, I was like, something don't seem right, because I said verbatim, they can't even keep a divorce lawyer. And I knew, I've been saying it, like the man just, and I let me say this, on one hand, I do feel bad because like I don't want to belittle the mental health,
right?
Like, and Kerel, you've been saying this quite often too about how he needs some help, and like it's evident. So I think that's what, like, I want to say I don't want to talk about him because of the fact that I know he needs help, and so I'm not going to trash this man because I don't want to belittle the importance of mental health.
Yeah,
but like again, I really think we need to just strip this man of his platform, or we all as a collective need to take him off the pedestal in which we put him on, you know, and then just tune the man out, because once ain't nobody listen, he gonna shut the fuck up, and he don't have no other choice but to take all that energy and put that energy on him. And right now there are too many people that are going to be listening to him, so he's going to keep talking because he feels that someone's going to listen to him.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Oh, and then what else is out there? Oh boy, got subpoenaed. God.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens there. I doubt he's ever going to show up. I doubt anything's going to honestly happen to him.
Did I tell you about the time I got a subpoena?
Mm.
I sure did.
What you doing?
No, I had to go and testify in court about like something that happened back in high school. And it was like the weirdest thing, because like this police officer came up to like, and I just happened to be at my mama's house. Like, I don't know if they had been like following me or like tracking me or something, because I just happened to be in my mama's house, and they came there and like knocked on the door and gave me everything. And I was just like, what the fuck did I do? But then I met with like the attorney and stuff like that had, you know, had me subpoena so I can go and testify. And I was like, oh, okay. But
no, I've never been subpoenaed.
Yeah, I've had to testify in court, and then like saw the person I was testifying get and like the courthouse too. And it was just very awkward because I had just testified against them too. And I was like, just the scene in the movie where the person like, gets shot, you know, like
what's that? I forget which judge show it was, but like I should have known by her hair.
Yeah. And she had all the way back.
I should have known she was alive because I could tell by her hair, or so she said. Oh man, but so we'll see what comes out of that. I was watching a couple episodes ago. We were talking about Ukraine, and I just watched I love 60 Minutes. I don't know if I've ever shared that on here. I love 60 Minutes. I think it's the best news show out there. They are still doing the damn thing. And I was watching 60 Minutes this past Sunday. So by the time this episode comes out a week ago, and it's gonna make me cry. They interviewed this guy because Russia's now bombing and droning Kyiv, and it hit his wife and his son, like where they were living, and it's just the dad by himself now, and the pain that he was just emoting was like, it was the craziest thing I've seen in a long time. And he was just saying, he's like, what am I supposed to do? He's like, I'm just supposed to stay alive to endure. Endure what? He's like, I'm crying every day. Like, he's like, what am I supposed to do? I'm just supposed to endure. That's what life is now. I was like, oh my God. Like, and so it's just it's sad. It is so sad what's going on over there. And again, there's a lot that's going on across the world right now. But it's just like to hear a parent like that and a husband like that. Just like, this is so reckless. This is so reckless. Like, he's like, this is so, like, they're just shooting just random people and leaving them on the street to die.
Yeah.
And he's like, and this is he's like, this is life. And he's like, it's like, what? I'm sure he want to be like, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, and there's nothing you can say to him. Like the host was just like, I am terribly sorry. Like, and you just see the tears in everyone's eyes in that room. And you're just like, golly, this is insane. This is insane.
I saw a story.
Of you.
I saw a story a couple months ago about a young man who is now raising his siblings because his mom went out for dinner. Once he'll get dinner, and he was with the mom, and like she got shot while they were coming home, and she died in his arms and everything, and like went back to the house where his younger siblings were, and like there was blood all over, and he was like, I had to tell my siblings in that moment, that like it's just us, like mom isn't coming home, and just watching this young man, and he was just so heartbroken. He was just in tears, and I literally was just sitting here and I was bawling. I was bawling because I'm just like, I could not imagine. Yeah.
So I don't. There's no words I could say. There's no words of encouragement that's going to be strong enough. And the second he said, well, "I'm just, okay," you go. You tell me to endure. To endure what? I'm just enduring for the sake of enduring. Mm-hmm. I was like, I have no argument. I have no argument for you. So, yeah. So hard right. I don't know how to get out of this, but Sade is back in the studio making music.
Yeah,
and we need some Sade in this world right now because this shit is not it. That's incredible. Like, and she does this all the time. Or I guess the group is Sade. The group, they do this all the time. Take damn near like 15 years between albums. But then the once we hear them little inklings that they back, the world's like, yes, bitch. Yes.
And the music be fire.
Every
like
single time.
It's like such a mood.
Yeah.
Every single album that comes out is like such a mood. And I had the privilege of seeing her in concert in Chicago when her last album came out. And that was my first and only time seeing her in concert. And it was just like, you're like transported into the essence of her albums. It is just, it's like, it was in a mad stadium, like huge stadium. But it felt like it was intimate. It felt like there was like candles everywhere and, you know, like incense and, you know, rose petals and oil. It just, you know, it just, even though you're there with like 10,000 people, it felt so intimate. And like her voice just was continues to be so just like powerful, but also like melodic and soothing and sexual all at the same time. And
no one has their sound. No one's ever been able to replicate their sound. Usually people try to mimic it. No one can even mimic it.
It's interesting that they became as big as they became, because when you think about music, like they're not really in the pop genre. They're not really in the R&B genre. They're not really in the jazz genre.
Right.
So it's like the fact that they had a niche where they were able to thrive and it resonated and it got the airplay and all that. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, I agree. So I'm excited for that because I haven't seen them in concert. So if they do one more concert, because she's in her 60s, so I'm sure another 15 years we'd be like, shit, I'm gonna hang it up. But so I'm hoping they do one last little world tour. Give me them tickets. Smooth operator.
I would go see him again. Yeah, I would go see it again.
Smooth operator. Okay, Jerrell, you know who Sade is.
Coast.
Yes, I do.
Okay, I had to check.
Yes, I do.
You know we had to check these.
Yes,
things.
I do.
And then shout out to Beyonce, all these AMA awards without a damn video.
Yeah.
I don't think we're getting the video.
I don't think we are either.
I don't think we are. And because I got my collector's vinyl last week, and a lot of the photos from what we saw in like the little splits are from that. And I think she literally did a photo shoot. And I think she probably, and I think she knew she was going to be doing all these other endorsements for like Tiffany & Co. and stuff like that. So she just literally used that moment to do extra things. I don't think we're getting visuals.
I don't at this point, I don't need visuals. It would be nice to have it, but I don't need it.
Like, I think I would be let down if I got anything at this point.
And nothing's gonna live up to like what we've built in our head.
Right, exactly. I've been listening to the album for 3 months, and I think I've put the album up here that the visuals are going to have to either be up here, and if they're not there, it's just going to be disappointment.
Everybody doing that TikTok shit.
Yes. Did you see SWV doing it? Did you see SWV? Girl, so they were doing it, and
oh no,
it was cute because they were like, they start doing they start recording well before they got to the part where people started doing the dance. Oh, no. So they were just like awkwardly dancing beforehand. They were like, wait, when's the part? And then, you know, like, do we do it now? No, not yet. Okay. Oh, wait, I do it now. Yeah, literally, they spent like 20 seconds, like just dancing for it awkwardly
Oh,
beforehand.
yeah, I'm watching it now.
And then they finally get to it towards the end. But I was like,
Taj look good.
Yeah, she does. I was like, this is
They
an
all look
auntie
good,
video.
but
This is an auntie video.
it is an auntie video.
Where like they are having fun. And they're like, oh, this is what the kids doing. Let me do something on TikTok. And they just
Coco done lost some weight.
Yeah.
I like her in a blonde wig. Okay, come on now.
Yeah.
I need to see SWV live too. I haven't seen them live. I need to see them live. There's just still some old school like groups that I just need to see. Like goes to an amphitheater and just turn up because you know it's going to be just a very Black experience, and I'm here.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna need three girl groups in order to make that happen.
Oh, it's not going to be just them on the ticket,
right? I'm gonna need at least 3 girl groups to make.
What's
that.
the other 2?
Maybe
because you know they'd be
Total
touring with Escape right
Brownstone. Yeah. Or, yeah. Total.
Does Brownstone have enough songs to be on a tour?
No, not really. But the only other, I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing. And they don't have enough songs either. But Janae, you remember Janae?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mr. DJ. Yep. Right, that's it. But that's all I need. I would love that.
Where are they at?
I don't know why they honestly they were both gorgeous, dark skin, light skinned girls, both short, super short, like hair with like, very like
it was just that early
Afro
90s
punk
aesthetic.
kind of vibe. It just I loved their songs, I love their aesthetic. I'm just surprised that they never really like took off. Yeah. But at that point, A&Rs didn't know what to do with brands that didn't fit within a certain kind of like mold. There was only so many ways to market. But I would love to see. I would love to see them in concert.
Yeah, that'd be a good summer tour. Like you get you like almost like in Chicago they have like Ravinia, and like every city has like an amphitheater like area.
Yep.
Like grab you a little picnic basket, a little chair in the yard, the lawn, get you a little drink. And turn out. That's how I saw Patti LaBelle. It was the best thing ever. That shit was so Black, and I was like, this is fucking fire.
Yeah.
Fucking fire. But all right, well, we'll get out here a little earlier tonight. Community, stay safe out there while you're trick or treating. I know last week Jerrell kind of gave you the advice to check that candy, check the candy, and be safe out there. This is just crazy out there. So be safe, enjoy yourself, wash your hands, wash your legs, wash your ass, go vote. Bye. See you next week.
Yes. Bye.